Hi guys, it's the Macintosh Guide and we're back again with an upgrade video. So today we're going to be upgrading our Steam Deck that we've got back with a 1TB mini SSD. This is a WD Black SN770M. So we're going to upgrade our LCD model to 1TB and then we'll go through the process of getting the OS installed on the Steam Deck. So the way you're meant to be doing this, you need to put your Steam Deck on data storage. So the way you do this, you hold the power button down and up, you hold the volume up button and the power button, and that will bring up a storage menu. You just need to go down to setup, power, and enable data storage, or power data storage on. What basically that does is it puts your Steam Deck, you can only start your Steam Deck up with power. So saves you from disconnecting the battery. Now, what you'll then need to do is you'll need to then unscrew all of the screwdrivers here, the screws right here, as I've done, and keep them arranged like I've done here on the side. You probably won't see that. Now, I've already done that part off camera, but I wanted to get straight into the dirty part of getting into the Steam Deck, how to upgrade the SSD, and then how to flash it. So, yeah, let's get on with it. Now, to open up the Steam Deck is always a nightmare. What people usually recommend is that you put your I don't even know what the tool's called, but we can just call it sputter for now. You put it between the R2 and the L2, the R2 and the R1, and then you should just be able to start pulling, and you should start hearing clicking. So please look at the fast forward version of me trying to open this part up. So after countless amount of times of trying to pry it off, we've finally got it off, as you can tell here. We put that to the side, and what we need to pay attention to is a few things. So as you can tell, we don't need to touch any of these aspects. This is all Steam Deck. We don't need to do anything, and nothing should be ripped off from the Steam Deck side as well. So we should all be pretty much good on that perspective. So what we now need to do is, you see this little foil, you just need to rip it back a little bit, and we highly suggest that you use tweezers, but I'm just going to put it slightly back with my hand until I can see the screw, and then you just need to unscrew it. Again, you just need your Phillips screwdriver to be able to do this. Once you remove that screw, there's another screw up here and another screw down here that we're going to have to get rid of. So let me just get those out now. And what should just happen now is you should just be able to move this housing off like we did here. And what we can now see is the SSD. This is our most important thing, and what you'll need to make sure is that foil is wrapped straight into your new SSD. A lot of people recommend disconnecting the battery. I'm not going to do that in this instance. So let's get straight into unscrewing our SSD. As you can see, here is the SSD. Now you might be wondering, how do I get this cover off? There's literally one way. You're going to have to open it up from here and then wrap it onto the new SSD. And now all we need to do is just reverse engineer our Steam Deck and get everything plugged back in as it was earlier. So make sure you get all the screws aligned, you get all of that put in, and then you're pretty much good to go. So what our next step is going to be, we're going to need to get our recovery image. So the way we do this is by going into Steam's website. I'll link this in the description as well. And we're going to need two things. We're going to need the recovery image. So I'm going to right click. And we're also going to be needing something called Rufus as well. So I'm going to open both of them up in new tabs. This is the recovery image. All we'll need to do is we'll need to accept the conditions, download the OS. And then for Rufus, it's as simple as clicking on the latest exe version. So we want the standard, get that downloaded, and once that's downloaded, I'll show you what you'll need to do next. So once everything's downloaded, what you'll need to make sure is that you've got your thumb drive put onto your machine, open up Rufus, make sure the device is showing up here, and then the boot selection, we'll need to select our own file. So you click on select, click on the Steam Deck file, click open, and then leave everything else how it is, and then start the process. And remember, this will erase everything on the drive. So press OK, and then this will take 5 to 10 minutes for the process to be done. Once you're done, you just need to press close, and then safely eject your USB drive. And there you go, it's been ejected. So now we have our thumb drive ready to put into our Steam Deck. So what we've done now is we've plugged in our USB-C adapter, and then what you'll need to do is press the volume down button and the power button to hear a beep. And then we wait. And then we see if the camera can focus. We see there's a few boot options. There's a Windows boot, so I presume that M.2 driver we put in has Windows installer on it. I don't know if the camera's picking it up properly, but we just need to select the USB drive. So now we're seeing a bunch of code being transmitted. So let's see what it does. So I'm just going to let it run while it's doing this. So now you guys can see we have now loaded into SteamOS. So what we'll need to do is just need to get rid of half of this. You can close it if you want to. And what we're interested in is re-imaging the Steam Deck. And then it says this will re-image the Steam Deck. Proceed. And then you let it do its thing. So I'm just going to let it run. And I'll time lapse and I'll speed it up. And then we get a message to say choose previously to reboot Steam Deck and press proceed. And here we are. We are now on the Steam Deck setup page. So let's just go through setup really quickly. If I can find my time zone. And I'll quickly set up my Wi-Fi and go and see you on the home screen. And we're finally at the main menu of our Steam Deck. So let's just see if we've successfully installed it and not on the wrong drive. Settings. Storage, and internal storage is nearly 1 terabyte. So we done it, guys. We done it successfully, and it goes up with my USB stick as well. So guys, all in all, successful. we now have 1 terabyte on the LCD Steam Deck, and now I can download a bunch of my games that I want to play on it. Brilliant! That's how you guys do it. If you enjoyed this video of my adventures of, for some reason, booting up Windows, which I didn't want it to do boot up, then guys, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.